A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for checking this one out. All right, my viewers, so I am actually on the road, but I still have to give you the update. So the West Indies 4-day regional championship, it actually resumed earlier today, and all 6 teams, they were in action, and we would have seen a couple of players, continuing to stake a claim, continuing to try and get they are still trying to get the attention of the selectors. So we're going to talk about that. Leon Johnson, who recently announced that he will be stepping aside from Guyana's cricket at the end of this season. He was able to get a century. We would have seen Kieran Powell getting a big half century. Also Gore getting a half century. Couple of guys picking up a few wickets. So we're going to go through all of what went down today. So just make sure you watch until the end so you don't miss out on anything, and hit that subscribe button, man. Hit the subscribe button. All right, so the 4th round, we have Guyana Harpy Eagles going up against the Jamaica Scorpions. We have Leeward Island Volcanoes going is the Leeward Island Hurricanes going up against the Windward Island Volcanoes. We have the Barbados Pride going up against the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. So gonna work my way through the scorecards. Quite a few of you guys that are usually on this platform, when I looked at the West Indies YouTube channel, I see a couple of you guys in the comment section commenting, so I know that you were following the games quite following the game. So let us start with the game between Guyana and Jamaica. So at the end of day 1, Guyana 268 for 9. Very, very good recovery from Guyana, my peeps. Very good recovery. They were off to a poor start. Lost quite a few early wickets. We would have seen the lights of Tejner and Shandopal returning from international duties. He didn't even score. I think he went for a duck of 3 deliveries. Quite a few of the guys in the top order failed, but it was the captain, Leon Johnson, who is still on 142. Yeah, man, 142 not out. He's the man that steered them all the way to that respectable total of 268 for 9. Imlak also got a good score. He made 46. As I said earlier, Tejner and Shandopal didn't score. Goody Kishmoti returning from West Indies duty, he made 8. So it's going to be tough. That 268 right now is already a tough target, because Goody Kishmoti is back in the team. Couple of the other guys that were already there, they are bowling pretty well. But to have a man stepping back down from international cricket to first class cricket, you can expect that he's going to give us some problems. So 268 for 9 with those guys getting the top scorers. As I said, Marquino Mindley, he picked up 2 wickets for Jamaica Scorpions. We also had Derval Green getting 2 and OJ Shields getting 2. So those were the main wicket takers, as the Jamaica Scorpions, they are going to be looking to get the Guyana Harpy Eagles out as early as they possibly can. So 268 for 9, and that's off a total of 86.3 overs. So the Scorpions, they weren't able to get more than that amount of overs. Guyana, they weren't able to score any more than that. So that is how that game is looking. Now in the other game, we have the Leeward Island Hurricanes going up against the Windward Island Volcanoes, and the Leeward Island Hurricanes batting first. They are, well, at the end of the first day's play, they were on 271 for 6. Yeah, man, 271 for 6, with Powell getting 75, Gore getting 87, and his 87 came off 177 deliveries. Another youngster that quite a few people are fond of these days, Coffee James getting 61. He was actually on 61 not out, so he will be looking to push his total on. Preston McSween and Denver, Preston McSween and Denver, they are the pick of the bowlers so far. picking up 2 wickets each. So the Windward Island Volcanoes will be looking to get the Leeward Island team out as soon as possible, and then see how they can chase that total. Now Trinidad and Tobago going up against Barbados. At the end of day 1, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, they were able to put together 203 all out. They got off to a poor start, you understand, but Jason Mohammed, the former captain, he was able to get a half century there. He had 55 of 141 deliveries. Tian Webster, he made 46, while Joshua Da Silva made 32. So these are the guys that combined to basically lift the Trinidad team out of a little bit of spot of bother there. McAllister, he took 3 for 31. Shame Hola took 5 for 71. So Hola was the pick of the bowler there, as Barbados got the better. Well, don't say get the better, you know. They bowled them out for 203, not a lot of runs. You would say that the day belonged to Barbados if you're just looking at the score. You understand? At the end of the day, Barbados, they were 40 for without loss. So that's already 40 runs off the 203 runs. So, you know, you can understand that they are looking to see how much they can get into that total once they return. McKeskey so far is on 21 from 42, and Shane Mosley, another youngster who would have gotten a couple of opportunity for West Indies but didn't really make it too big. He's out there at the crease on 19. So there you have it, my peeps. That is how the 4-day regional championship, West Indies championship, that is how it is looking at the end of day 1 in the 4th round. Gonna continue to stay tuned to this, and we'll most definitely keep you guys up to date. Good to see that I think in every round so far we have had centuries. Yeah man, I am almost sure. In the first round we had centuries. Second round I think we had centuries, and I am sure that in the third round we had centuries. And it's not only the same players getting the centuries over and over. You understand? We would have seen the likes of Arthur Nez and Darren Bravo getting centuries, getting not only centuries but getting good scores, getting in the 90s, 80s. But those are not the only guys that are getting the runs. So, you know, it's just a pity that a couple of other guys they aren't scoring. At the beginning of the tournament, you know, I was calling out for people like the Kirk McKenzie from Jamaica. You understand, the Matthew Nandu. Well, I was calling for Alec Arthur, and he's getting some runs. Most of the youngsters that you can think of, we definitely we're looking forward to them getting their names out there, at least giving the selectors something to think about. Same thing with the bowlers. And right now the senior guys, they are the ones that are continuously giving the selectors something to think about. Somebody like a Raheem Cornwall, Darren Bravo, all of these guys, you know, they are veterans at this level, so you know they are still giving the selectors a little nudge. So, you know, let us see how things will shape up on day 2. We're going to leave this one right here for now, my peeps. Big up.